doesn't matter. Whatever. This type of food poisoning made me shit for 3 days.
Your whole hockey team watched the OC.
Yeah. Just boys being boys, baby. Stop playing the guitar with your.
How's this?
It's brutal.
How's this?
Don't lean at me like that. We're back in person, audio listeners.
How's this?
What?
Is there enough bulge?
Wait. Oh yeah, you're pointing your dick at me.
It's sad that there is no bulge.
There is nothing there. There's just what like if a woman was sitting with those pants on, it would be the same tenting of the pants.
It's so sad that there is no bulge. Hello, world.
Hey.
It is good to see you.
It's nice, huh?
It's
cool. Nice to see the second person I see all week in my life.
Yeah.
In real life.
I mean,
besides my girlfriend.
To have a human in my home. It's
that's not your girlfriend.
It's overwhelming. And it's very nice. I cleaned up for you. I baby powdered my balls for you.
Oh yeah, man. You use the blue Gold Bond bottle, which is menthol flavored.
Yeah, the menthol one. Exactly. And but this is it's it just feels a little more natural.
It's nice.
There's something about when we get on the Zoom that is like, all right, let's just
get it over with. But then we have fun by the halfway mark or whatever.
Yeah.
But it is like something else that I'm doing. It's like more work, This is nice.
This is nice. It's good to. It's just good to see you, man.
Yeah, man. And you get me a few hours after my jaw unfroze after the dentist.
Oh, that's right. You went to go see your dentist today.
But
what did they do? They fill cavities?
Yeah, they fill the cavity.
You love it when you get your cavities filled.
Stop it,
you come for that.
I will say though that I he numbed me. And then I was like, I gotta piss right now, so let's cut it short right now, and we'll finish this in a second. Let me go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Because I told him I had a couple cups of coffee. It was at 9:30 in the morning. I was like, had a couple cups of coffee. I come back. He's like, do you usually start your day with coffee? It's like, yeah, I'm a normal human being. Yeah. What do you mean? Like, what dentist?
Oh, he gave you like some.
He gave me like some attitude about starting my day with coffee. It's like, what do you start? Like, what do you just go to the nearest stream and cup your hands and drink natural spring water? What are you doing?
Yeah. I rinse with red wine when I get them. Fuck you, doc. Fix them.
Freak dentist. This guy looks into your soul. He looks past you. He does not break eye contact the entire time you're talking. You have to be the awkward person.
I like that.
No, you don't. No, you gotta go. You're scared of the dentist, so you don't know what you're talking about. Well, also, you looked at the camera with like Winston, like closed eye, like a sexy Brad Pitt looker. No, this guy looks at you with. This guy looks at you with full open eyes, just into your soul.
No, but I'm saying is he so weird that if I start doing weird things to him, is he gonna call them out or he's just gonna pretend it's normal?
No, he's gonna like, oh yeah, okay.
So if I like just licked my lips, like while we're talking, like no, but not like
he would no. That's
like the bite at the end. You know what I mean? Like an LL Cool J. Like an LL Cool J.
He would be like, do you normally lick your lips like that? Do you normally do that?
Only when you're around, dog. I'd say things like that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good for your lower jaw and your incisor. So,
dude, how many times can LL Cool J lick his lips in a second? I think he's like when you turn your windshield wipers on max. You know what I mean? That's how often he does. I was once watching this music video. I just couldn't believe. I'm like, they must be some chapped ass lips.
Again, you're bringing something up that we better hope our listener, our audience is over 35 years old because like LL Cool J was too old for me. You understand what I mean?
Well, he's still around. He's doing the lip sync battles.
Okay, like who watches cable, dude?
Literally only found out that it's not lip sync like an hour and a half ago. That's one of those that really we've talked about it before.
Yeah, flash in the pants.
Yeah, okay, right, yeah. Still so super embarrassing though. And yeah, so LL Cool J, he just tends to, he's just, I think it's some of the urban gentlemen do it like that, some of the urban, do you know what I mean by when I say that? With the wink and a nod.
People who work construction?
Yeah, exactly. Construction workers, they lick their lips a lot. But LL does it at a maximum rate. He just doesn't stop. He never stops. Every second word. It's kind of sexy, but that's what I remember from my childhood is LL Cool J. It's like, yes, J-Lo is in this video, but I don't know what is making me feel the way I'm feeling. If it's more the licking of the lips by Master LL, Mama Said Knock You Out.
Yeah.
Or is it
a comeback?
Or is it J-Lo? I was gonna say R-U-L-E, but that's not.
What are you talking about, dude? Who are you talking about?
If I say R-U-L-E, what does that mean?
You're spelling the word rule.
And does that say anything to you?
No.
Well, because there's a song back in the 90s, R-U-L-E. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
It's Ja Rule.
Okay.
But every time they said R-U-L-E, right? Mm-hmm. They were spelling R-U-L-E.
Yeah, rule, like Ja Rule.
But I thought they were saying R-U-L-E?
Yeah.
Like,
that's a valid question when you're 9 years old or 43 years old, like you were in the 90s.
So I was the white guy. I was at the bar mitzvah dance in the corner trying to get people's attention, and I'm singing R-U-L-E.
And you point at people?
Yeah, and I'm pointing at people. R-U-L-E.
It's a bar mitzvah, so there's a lot of Ellies over there?
Yeah, there's a lot of Eliezers.
Eliezer.
Yeah. So, good times.
Nice, man.
Yeah. What else you got, buddy?
What do you mean? What else I got? Oh, I bought some dumplings from the frozen food section.
Okay.
Chinese dumplings. The name of the brand is O Tasty, but O apostrophe, like an Irish.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I really like that.
Yeah. What is it like? Do you think it's their last name?
Yes, well, actually, I think we talked about this like on the second or third episode. O
Tasty.
My godfather is a Chinese Irishman.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, no, we talked about it. It's been almost a year now.
Yes, with the cards.
Yes, he would give me the cards. But I won't say his real name, but imagine, I think a good equivalent would be like Seamus Chong would be. That's what his real name is, but like you know what I mean? Like I want to hide it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's his maybe he's behind the O Tasty dumplings.
O Tasty.
O Tasty.
O Tasty. I was trying to figure out how to do the two accents at one. Like how
it's hard, man. It's really difficult.
Yeah, no, I'm not good at accents in general. So, oh, tasty. That's just one of them. That's just one of them. No, I'm not.
No, you can't do it. Can't do it. I don't want to get fired from.
All right. Yeah, I'm buying a house. I need my job.
It's true. Exactly. Oren's buying a house.
One day.
We talked about it.
It'll happen eventually. Yeah. Okay.
Also, this is something we talked about chatting on Facebook that we haven't really talked about on the podcast in terms of pornography.
Oh shit!
We were talking about porn, right? Because we saw someone we know. I don't want to say exactly. We don't know them. We know about it's someone that's been around us.
Yeah.
That we've seen in a porn vid. And I called it gross because the guy was gross.
Yeah. Okay. So to set up the this lady of the night.
I mean, what? Yeah.
Came to a bunch of our shows, not like just to see us, but like just started coming to comedy shows in general. And then we saw them, and Jason assumed right away that they were strippers.
I did not assume. I was
told. Because he recognized the scent.
I was told.
He's like, this is what my hands smell like on a Sunday morning when I wake up. So they've been around at the shows, and so we've seen them around. Jason was very quick to follow them on Instagram, on the Friendship Hour Instagram.
No.
But just because we need...
I followed everybody, and they happened to be within the
be in there, yeah, absolutely. Yes. And then Jason happened upon
no, it was on a certain site that I go on.
Yeah,
there's a selection of the day. Yes, which is why she showed up. You idiot.
Yeah, it's possible.
There's like a selection of the day on one of these websites, and I recognized the face, and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes.
Yeah,
and I looked at it, and boy, oh boy, was it one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Well, Jason's first reaction was like,
I gotta tell my pal Oren about this.
Well, yeah. First of all, he was like, "Gotta share." He's like, "Since we can't do it in the same room anymore because of quarantine."
Yes.
I'll share the material. And his comment. What was your actual comment? It was like, "Saw it's not great. The guy has a pot belly."
No. I said I didn't want to see a bloated dude.
No, you wasn't even that. It wasn't that even. You're like, "It's not great. The guy's not hot."
No. That's not what I said. But also, I wasn't expecting to see a. What's the opposite of a bird's eye view? Like an ant's eye view of someone's ass being eaten. Of a guy's ass being eaten.
Yeah, that's a weird shot.
That's a weird shot.
And at the end, someone actually...
I didn't see the whole thing.
Someone actually urinates on her.
Oh, God.
I think it's the
someone
same
else?
guy. No, it's the same dude.
They brought in the pisser.
And look, I also happened upon it a little while ago.
Oh, and you didn't tell anybody. You just kept it for yourself. Huh?
I just didn't want it in our message history.
Right. It's fair enough. I don't think I told my girlfriend about it, so she's going to hear about it
exactly.
on this.
And I know my girlfriend's just going to pick up my phone one day, and that's what she's going to end up on, and I'm just going to be like, okay.
But also, it's again, it's not something it's something I watch like I would watch, like if you're watching TV and you're flipping channels and all of a sudden you see like an orca just flip a seal, and you're like, what the fuck?
That's not why you came across it, though.
Oh no! I was gonna do something. No,
you came across it because you were unserviced.
My message started with I came across this. By the way, don't jack off. And have you seen this?
No, you were dissatisfied in the other room.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Everything's great with that.
I know. Of course it is. She loves it when you just lay there. when you make
like I'm spread eagle.
She loves how you make no noise. How she has to check your pulse twice or 3 times while you're making love.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah.
But my point is that it brought up a conversation between the two of us that I don't think I've had since I was 15, which is like I remember specifically this was like a hockey locker room conversation of like most white guys don't watch interracial porn because like especially when you're younger, because like when you're younger you want to imagine yourself as the guy, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So like you like but
yes. So I mean I also just there's something about watching like a woman with a giant penis that there's no relation for me. It's not even like watching them have. It's like having them have sex with a third sex that I don't even recognize. You know what I mean? When they're like just trying to like when they're like someone trying to eat the biggest hamburger in the world. You know what I mean?
It's like why would you make it that big?
When they're pushing it into the sides of their mouth, and no one's enjoying anything. He's like, all I feel is teeth. She's like, I can't breathe.
100%. Well, not that. Don't say that. That's not
right. Okay, fine. But you know what I mean. I just don't. There's an element to
especially when it's like that one porn star who's like just booked because she's 4'9".
Yeah.
And it's like everything looks massive in proportion to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, you know.
I do know exactly what you're talking about, and I just hate it when you see you're like it's like not even in yet. It's like halfway in. And you're like 6 of my penises are in her already. This is.
But I remembered bringing up a point in high school.
Yeah.
That what threw me off more than a non-white dick was even just a white guy wearing a watch while filming porn. If I see a watch going to grab, I'm like, who wears a fucking Casio watch while fucking?
Well, you know I mean? Like, excuse me.
Why are you wearing a watch to begin with?
I like how in my head you're like, a Casio's an expensive watch. You're not going to screw that watch up. You can't screw up your Casio.
I own like 6 Casios.
There was this guy when I
MILF Hunter,
right? Yeah, maybe is that who? Because I remember
he always would wear a watch.
Right when I started, there was this one video of this guy. He was so annoying. His voice was so annoying, and all you saw was his hand. And he was so he had one of those chubby hands, just a fat hand.
Yeah.
Where like the wrist, you could see fat coming up on both sides of the wristwatch.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
I don't know if it was him, but we grew up with different. You grew up with you had to wear specialty goggles to unscramble channels on your parents' whatever pay-per-view.
They were just paintings on the wall that I was jerking off to.
Yeah.
No.
You have to tilt your head looking at a fake Picasso.
Because the truth is the birth of pornography, online porn, had nothing to do with my puberty porn thing. You know what
Whereas
I mean?
mine was 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, not for me at all. For me, it was all like Barbie dolls and
just imagining a nipple on a Barbie doll,
sniffing your neighbor's panties or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
I don't know what you mean, but yes, go on.
What is? And like I used to jerk off to I told you sitcoms. Like I just get horny watching a sitcom.
Friends.
Exactly. Anytime there's a nipple like available on a woman, I'd be like, oh my god. If I see a nipple through a sweater, I need another room, please. Not always even another room. Sometimes I just like put the covers over me and think that I was doing it really quietly.
Yeah.
And then my mother's over there
disgusting.
just being quiet about it, just not saying that she knows.
Your poor mother
knows that I'm jerking off, doesn't know what to say. I used to do it so often in front of the TV that my older sister. I only found this later in life. My mom told me that my older sister would her room was downstairs, right next to the TV room. So she'd go downstairs to her room, but on her way she'd see that I'm watching TV and the blankets are bouncing around, and she'd run back upstairs. like, Mom, I can't even go downstairs because Oren's jerking off again.
That's disgusting, man. Yeah,
What's disgusting? I was a teenager. I was growing. I was a growing man.
In the living room?
You didn't even know what your penis was until you were 21 years old.
In the living room, though, is insane to me. I guess I was lucky because I had like a basement.
Not only in other people's living rooms.
In other people's living rooms.
I think I got banned from my friend's house because I was jerking off. During his mother was there, his father was there. Like everyone was sitting around watching a movie.
What would you do? Imagine. Okay, you're like a few years away from the reality of that happening.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, what would you do if your kid, who's like an angel, okay, your kid's not a weird fucking freak like you are. That gene is just not present in his life.
Yeah.
What would you do if you brought home a friend who's like, hey, yeah, I like that. Yeah. Actually, can I get a couple Kleenex?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's triple ply Kleenex actually. Yeah. And where's your?
No, I don't even.
Where's your Aveeno?
I'm gonna use the doily on your couch. That's what I'm gonna use.
Anyways, what would you do if that kid showed up to your house and you were like, what would you do?
And I'd probably laugh a little bit. Definitely write a bit about it.
Okay, yeah, at least you have that outlet. You're right.
I don't. You know what? I'd let him do his thing.
You just got a brand new.
I tell my wife, like, sweetheart, whip out a tit. Let him give him something.
Absolutely. You have a $3,000 to $6,000 couch. You just got. You're very happy with it.
Oh yeah, that would be super annoying.
It's fabric. It's not even leather. You can't even just wipe it off with a leather wipe.
I'd be like, just finish my mouth. Okay, don't.
That's an arrestable offense.
Yeah.
He's 14.
Well, I also ask him not to tell anybody. That would be part of it. Keeping it quiet.
Even as a joke.
It's a big part of it, keeping it quiet.
That's the game.
Yes, it's a big part. Exactly.
Good God. No, I've never. I think I told the story. It was like the only time where it's like really I shouldn't have been doing it was like when I used to be able to. I had like a house to myself. It was my dad's buddy, and like he wouldn't be there, and I like used to be able to go there after school.
Oh, is that what you told everyone that he wasn't there?
Yeah. And I would go after, and that's when I would watch a lot of Ali G, and they brought up German porn, and I went on his computer and I looked up German porn.
You just looked up German porn.
I bricked his fucking laptop with the amount of viruses that I got on that thing, and he looked at me like he never said anything, but he was like, "I got my laptop fixed." Just got
really,
it fixed.
That's so funny that you just. I never used, I don't think, anyone else's computer.
No, but when you got like 6 hours in the 3 hours in the afternoon after school to do nothing, what are you gonna do? You know?
Yeah.
Watch The Sopranos. Then a Adriana scene comes in, and you're like, okay, well, I need 5 minutes to myself. You know?
Yeah, Sopranos it must have been a very back and forth. Like you see, she's the only hot person in the.
Well, there's a lot of strippers too. You
Bada
pause.
Bing, huh?
You pause a little bit, huh?
That's true. And that's a fat clit, and that's the way it
What is that? What song is that?
What?
Is that LL Cool J? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think so. It's like that, and that's the way it is. I don't know who sings it, but you know. It's a fat clit, that's the way it is. It's a thick.
Oh, we should have reviewed that guy's fucking. I know 3 months late, but that guy's Christmas jokes that he posted on the Comedians of Montreal page.
Yeah, well, we did.
Oh, next week.
Let's bring up more things. What are more things that we should do next week?
No, but next week, God, oh man, I don't want to talk about it too much in case we forget to do it. But god damn, that was some of the worst jokes I ever fucking heard in my life. Can't wait to break it down. Can we restart that? I've been stuttering a lot lately. Yeah, because we don't talk to anybody.
I was talking to my girlfriend, and I literally
your girlfriend
to my girlfriend. Don't make fun of me first of all when my speech impediment.
No.
Don't do that, okay?
I 100% will.
So I was talking to her, and she said something like, I don't know. I said a word, and I repeated it 4 times before I got the word out, and I couldn't stop it. Like I was trying to stop myself. Like it was like, let's say it was Sam. I was like sa, and while it was happening, I knew it was happening.
You were like, what am I doing
And
right
I
now?
couldn't stop it. I'm like, stop saying "sa" and just say the "am."
Yeah.
And it wasn't coming. I'm like, oh, this is what all the crazy people must feel like. You know?
Sure.
There's a comedian who has a stutter.
Yes.
Where's he from? Is he from like Canada or is he from the States?
He's Canadian. No, he's not American. He's Canadian, but he's also Lebanese. And he's he does well for himself, I believe. Well. From everything I see on social media, he looks like he does well for himself as a comic and public speaker.
Yeah,
despite the stuttering. Yeah.
No, he does well.
Well, not despite the stuttering. With the stuttering, he does well. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the word that you were looking for. What's the opposite?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the opposite of despite is. I'm going stupid as fuck.
So I was just thinking about how easy it is for him to do a tight 10, you know?
Yes, yeah, you tell 3 jokes.
He just needs, yeah, exactly. That's kind of sick. You know what I'm sick of, and I think should never be said again, is that saying, what is the saying? There's nothing like a woman's scorn, or like hell hath no fury like a woman's anal.
Who is saying what 18th century poet are you hanging out with?
So that's what's who say it, the worst people who possibly can say it always say it. That's what I think is so crazy. Like Woody Allen said it right after
hell hath no fury.
Yeah, very good. And then also I was watching a documentary with that that gymnast, the Olympic gymnast doctor who convinced girls that he like put his fingers in their vagina.
Larry Nassar.
Yeah,
Nassar.
Yeah, he was just recalibrating things in there.
Yes,
you know what I mean, he's like, I just got to touch my penis for luck, and I'm recalibrating in there.
That's fucked up.
And he did it to so many. It's crazy. And then he tried to like do this whole crying thing at his at the hearing. And then right after he was supposed to get sentenced, the judge was like, listen to the whole crying thing, and then reread the letter that he wrote to the judge at the beginning of the thing.
Right.
And he wrote that line in it, hell have no fury like a woman's scorn. And she read it out loud to the entire jury courtroom.
The whole audience went crazy.
It was nuts. All these women with them. You felt everyone's hand go to their chest at the same time, you know, like every single woman. Yeah,
but like, why? Because
he's saying that like people are taking it out on him.
Okay,
you know? And you hear it all. You've never heard
it's like
that.
It's an overreaction.
Yeah.
He's saying.
I think it'd be fair to say
bitches be crazy is what like the today equivalent of that saying is what you're saying.
Is bitches be crazy? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe don't say it. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm on the for once I'm on the bitches side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, them broads are out once in a while.
Didn't he kill himself? Is that the same guy?
I hope
someone killed himself recently.
No, it was not him. It was someone in his
athletic department or whatever.
Because everyone's involved. Everyone's like,
well, yeah, of course. It's like Penn State. It's like fucking was it Joe Paterno who still has a statue up there, and then you got Jerry Sandusky who's in jail. Like they don't know that. Like, no one was aware that he was taking kids to the locker room and fucking doing his thing. Anyways, not to make this a Diddlin-centric episode. We get back for one episode. We're talking about sex scandals,
I need your small hands to fix the drains.
Stop it.
I need you to come in and I need you to get the dirt out of the drains. I got your small hands. I like those.
So you're buying a house. We should probably take a break soon to flip the vinyl record on our recorder.
Yeah, that's true. We need to make sure that
you can't tell because it's a very wide lens angle, but we're recording in one of Jack White's phone booth recorders that he's got. You know, you know what I'm talking about, right?
It's being recorded. I don't think they see this on camera, but there's a small record player, and I have no joke for it, but I'm touching it at the time.
Yeah.
It is now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we could break. Maybe I could think of something too.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I got some other stuff.
All right. Wickety wow.
I just pissed against your bidet stream and won.
Yeah, that's exactly how you're supposed to play. You're supposed to play.
Sick.
It's really
It was like one of those carnival games, but instead of a clown's face, my dick kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it exploded.
You should take a shit.
A prize.
You should take a shit
I don't have to take a shit.
Yeah, force it.
Force a shit?
Just force a shit.
Just give myself hemorrhoids, which is your problem?
Yeah, they say that is a big part of that. I got
yeah?
The second I'm not pooing, just get up and walk around, you know? So originally that was a problem with toilet paper. I'm like, I can't afford it. You know what I mean? I can't afford to get up, to wipe my ass for 45 minutes with a roll and a half, and then take a walk, and then poo
Take
more.
a walk on the wild side.
So now with the bidet, you know, I'm living the good life.
Which we never heard back from Tushy, did we?
No, they're not huge on us yet, but that's because we're just a few viewers away. We're just a few more downloads.
Tell
away.
your friends, and maybe one day you'll be able to get a Oren and Jason monogram Tushy, and every time,
dude,
it'll spring water at your ass with our signature as the water shape.
We should do fucking like urinal cakes with our face on it, so people can piss on our faces. Just like,
I think that's the one thing that would sell. Everyone who fucking hates every time we post about this podcast.
No, they love it. Did you ever think in a million years we'd be the annoying people on Comedians of Montreal?
I know. Well, you know what? No, that's not true. We're fine. There's so many people who post shit on there. It's like, who is doing these Zoom shows still?
Who is
in
this
London?
There's so many people who are like, who are you? Like, what? How did you even get into?
Someone made me an administrator. Like,
oh, you're the admin?
There's like 17 of us.
Shit,
and I
son?
keep just banning people every time it's something I don't like. I'm just banned.
I didn't know you were admin. I didn't know I was in with that kind of power.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This is cool. So what kind of thing? Can we just ban anyone we want?
You can ban whoever the fuck you want.
Oh my god, that's so fun.
I only ban spammy shit.
My buddy's calling me.
Oh, that's that. I was like, what the fuck is vibrating?
That's my phone. My buddy's calling me, and he's like one of my finance friends.
Yeah.
He always just makes me feel bad about all the money I'm spending.
Yeah.
And the house is probably in that zone of being like, I feel like you're spending too much. Well, no one cares what you have to say. Only tell me good things right now. It's like a tattoo, you know? Like I've gotten a tattoo, so it's like don't insult it because I'm not fixing it.
Yeah, why would you? What are you gonna get? You're gonna get Tinkerbell colored in on the pants?
Yeah.
No, it's Peter Pan. Sorry,
it's Peter Pan, and you know, I think we've spoken about how my girlfriend is definitely on the team of removing it, getting rid of it.
Getting rid of it completely, not even covering it up?
Covering it up or...
That's a major cover-up job. That thing is like at least 6 inches, 7 inches.
That's what she said. Am I fucking right? Close the podcast. We're done. We're retiring.
Close the podcast.
Close the podcast. We're retiring.
Give us our money back.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a mistake I have to live with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I just feel like it's if it's embarrassed me this long, if I ever have kids, it better fucking embarrass them.
Yeah, just make them understand not to get a tattoo.
I'm just gonna show up at every single one of their events.
Youth soccer games with a
shirtless, always shirtless,
or at least like just ripped sleeves on a t-shirt.
Fine, a t-shirt, ripped sleeves, and ripped right where my stomach tattoo is. just a hole.
Well, you gotta rip the entire t-shirt opening up until the belly, so it's just like almost like a. You're wearing
like a flag football,
exactly a penny,
a penny, yeah,
like a lacrosse penny, like you just made all New England team.
I just feel like they have to suffer, or they have to. Someone else has, you know. But then again, I don't want my girlfriend to suffer. Like she just feels, she feels like when we're on the beach together, she's embarrassed.
Right.
She's made those comments, and I don't blame her because I'm embarrassed for myself.
Of course.
But I'm so used to that feeling. You know what I mean? Where your tattoo, what is it? It's Thug Life across your chest. That one is a little bit more.
No, it's Tug Life, and there's an arrow pointing down to my dick.
Oh shit, son! It's Tug Life, and there's a little tugboat, and
it's got a bunch of dicks on it, and someone's jacking it off. It's a Mickey and Minnie. You know, like the first Mickey Mouse where he's on a tugboat.
Steamboat
He's
Willie.
on a steamboat. Yeah, okay. So fuck, it wasn't a tugboat. Well, there goes that riff.
I don't know the difference.
A tugboat would tug something, I guess. Like it's a small but mighty boat, kind of like your dick.
Will you have a boat one day?
Would I have a boat? I would never have a boat.
What would
my
you
girlfriend's parents have a boat because they live on a lake.
Look at you marrying into money.
Marrying into a kayak.
Look at you, rich man. Look at you. That's pretty impressive.
I would never own a boat. I don't like being in the middle of a body of water.
Yeah, it makes me nervous too. I'm not like the best in that circumstance. Let's say worst case scenario in the middle of the water.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was a good swimmer up until like asthma really started hitting me when I was like 12. You know?
Sure.
So now it's when
What badge did you start? Did you have colors in your badges?
I got every single fucking one. All right.
Good for you.
All right. I was a competitive 11-year-old swimmer, and then I did one competition. I was like, people are way too good at swimming, and I quit swimming.
Did you become like a what's it called? A lifeguard?
No. I stopped swimming at 12.
Oh, okay.
Like I stopped trying to be good at swimming at like 12.
Okay.
Because people just are also that's like that age where like everyone's just different sizes. Like some kids are like 6'3", and they just do the whole pool in like 2 strokes of an arm genius. Swing.
I was no good. I was only good at the backstroke. But the problem with the backstroke is that you start one area, and I'm like thinking at the lake, like a camp, you know,
right.
And then you just zone out, you know, you're just going, and then you open your eyes, you look around, you're in the middle of the lake now. You thought you were going in a straight line, not even close. You're just literally in the middle of the lake.
I thought the backstroke was when you go to movie theaters and you reach back behind you to the seat behind you and you start stroking the guy behind your back.
What do you think, guys? Let us know what you think of Jason's gay joke.
In the comments. Me and my homies, we watch Friendship Hour all the time.
Me and my homies, we love the gay jokes.
Thank you to that one guy who commented on our 12-view YouTube video.
You and your homies, love you guys. You guys are.
If you're actually watching, fucking get your homies to subscribe and send us money.
Yeah, because when we make the move to Patreon, we're gonna need. We're gonna need
at least a base of people who are willing to go there.
Because look, first of all, I want to let everybody know that the past 40 episodes is us just setting you up with
an appetizer,
with what the free shit is like.
Yeah,
okay?
It's an entree.
But the second the paid shit,
that's when we start writing. We take out our notebooks. We take out our typewriters. We start scripting these babies.
We get agents out there looking for the best guests, okay? Just the premium guests for the premium moments. And they have to have original material written and copywritten for the Friendship Hour. So that's going to be the
copywritten, yes.
Yeah, written by copy.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah.
So keep tuned. Keep tuned. Speak English. Keep tuned. Drink beer. Smoke weed before podcast. Drink tuned.
You said something funny during the break.
Thanks.
You said that your future son would ruin the hardwood floors with all his jacket off. I like that.
Yeah, my girlfriend came into the room.
Yeah, and was like, "This is why I don't listen."
If you want to know why? First of all, I like Jason. How Jason added the whole. But this is why I don't listen.
Big arm swing.
Because I just have to listen to Oren talk about jerking off as a 9-year-old into doilies. And first of all, she wasn't even listening because that's not what the story was.
Yeah, please pay attention.
And second of all, it was, so then we were talking about how if we have a kid, we're screwed. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to have to replace the hardwood floors. It's just going to come on everything.
Just restain the stains.
It's gonna drip a lot.
Oh, God.
It's going to be a lot of dripping.
I was just thinking because...
Imagine being proud of your son's load.
Yeah. No.
My son's got a heavy load. That's my boy.
Gets it from his mom.
That's my boy.
No, because how disappointing? How many kids would you Are you dead set on wanting a son? Would you want a son?
Not at all.
Okay, me neither. I think a couple of daughters would be better than a son. I think.
Okay, first
of all, don't come back and if I ever have a son, don't be like, I would trade two chicks of them for one of you. You know,
I'm gonna play him the podcast, but just so you know what your father really thinks of you.
No,
but I actually think, and this is not as much as a joke, but there really comes a point in your life where it's just the circumstance. You don't even pretend to understand what it's going to be like, so you can't pretend you're having a boy and this is what it would be like, or if I have a girl, it would be like this. It's just like when people ask you, to a guy, hey, do you want to have kids and you're not dating anyone? You know what I mean? And you're like, well, I don't, what does that even mean
exactly
without someone who I'm having the kids with? You know what I mean?
You asked me that 3 years ago when I was very much single and...
Because I know that it's tough for gay guys to adopt, and I just thought you should get on it.
Gay joke.
I just thought you should get on it early. No, hold on. That's not a gay joke. I know that you're not gay now.
Oh, I was previously.
But then, who knew? I mean, really. Okay. You're like, yeah, I dated this girl. I met her on Tinder. We went on a date. I'm like, you did? How come no one's ever met her? I'm like, oh, God, we broke up because I don't know, she was too Asian. I think that was most of the reasoning for breaking up with everyone your girlfriend now, just too Asian.
And then I found my one Jew.
And she's technically, Asian too.
In what world?
Well, Israelis, you know. What I mean.
She's not Israeli.
What?
She's not Israeli.
Well, we're all Israeli. All Jews are Israelis at heart, She's welcome.
She's welcome. Okay.
Amanda, you're welcome.
Don't say the name. That's never. It's been said once by accident last week, and I'm gonna start a trend of saying it every episode.
So sorry,
Carlito.
So sorry.
Okay. No, it's just I brought that up because I was just thinking about how frustrated my neighbor was growing up. The guy that I grew up next to, he had 3 daughters, and just the frustration in his face.
Oh,
in his soul every day that he didn't have a son,
Yeah.
Because remember one time, because they were all around my age, they had him 1 year older, 1 year younger, and 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
They were really trying for the boy, And we were playing I don't know, they set up a badminton thing in our backyard. They had a huge backyard, and I was just running around, And he just he stopped the game and he pointed at me and he yelled at all 3 of his daughters. He's like, "That's how you run, like a man." Just
Pick up your clits and run like a man.
I also was not a very athletic runner, I was probably 12. I like the first thing that grew on my body. I was 5 feet tall with size 12 feet. You know what I mean? Like I was not a very graceful runner, but he was like, "That's how you run."
Yeah. He's just looking at you crying. You're like, what is he?
Like he showed me how to fix his snowblower. Like at age 10, like I would fucking remember this shit. He just had so much in his soul that he wanted to give that he was never able to like give out to people.
There's no chance whether it's boys or girls though. If you have a third one and it's the same gender as the previous two, you're just like, what the fuck did we do? That's God laughing at you for having a third kid.
That's God laughing at you for trying to keep having a baby doing anal.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna work. Some of the residual drips, but that's a whole other thing.
That's how you make a girl.
I was watching a home renovation show where they had like two really like Tom Brady kids, okay? Two boys, like two Tom Brady boys,
What does that mean?
Like just like specimens of sports kids. You know what I mean? Like just like huge.
Like the Gronkowskis.
Yeah. And then the third one, Down syndrome, like completely whatever. And that every day they're like, what the fuck did we have a third one? They're like, we love him. He's great. But why the fuck?
I mean, of all the situations, that's probably the best for that kid, to have like two guys who are just down to be your fucking bodyguard all the time. Like in case you get made fun of or whatever, like he's going to have the best life you can have as a Down syndrome kid.
Those kids are probably bullying him. That's like, they're just born to make fun of people.
This is just burp. Sorry. This is why we don't drink beer on the podcast. We go red wine.
Yeah.
No, I read like an article about the Gronkowskis because there's like 4 brothers or whatever that all like are the same size. They would have like
it's kind of like the
$1,000 grocery bills just go through like 10 gallons of milk a week.
That scares the fuck out of me.
You don't have to worry. Like actually,
no groceries with kids.
It's scary.
Is doubling it up. Like it's crazy because
they waste too.
Yeah, they waste, and it's really insane, that whole concept. Like I'm very ready for the idea, but all your money. Right? It's all your money.
You would think so, right? But like they don't eat that. Well, you get a lot of gifts at the beginning.
Yes. But then when they go to school and the books and the toys and you want to make them happy, and like that's the problem, is that you put all your money into them not because you have to and you're forced, because that's where you want to put your money now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. But that's also the reasoning why, like, if you look at like houses, you were looking at houses to buy, and you're like, why haven't they redone their kitchen in 30 years? And it's because there's no money to redo the kitchen because everything goes into the Scholastic Book Fair and new shoes every fucking and they have to redo the hardwood flooring.
Yeah, exactly.
Brand new, restain, stain on a stain, hardwood floor.
If my kid's wondering why he's forced to sleep in plastic sheets until he's fucking 30, that's the reason.
It's like he lives in the bubble, like the fucking bubble boy. It's like, am I allergic to everything? It's like, no, you just are very sticky.
Yeah, you're just you got your daddy's genes. You got your daddy's genes.
You got your daddy's genes, and give them back.
Yeah. So I'm expecting my commercial to come out this goddamn week.
I would like to see it.
Yeah,
I'd like to see if any of my lines made it to the final cut.
Well, no, really, is what happened is it was actually a perfect amalgamation.
It was amalgamation. Christina amalgamation.
Magulera of you, Harrison, and I. Which was great because you came up with this great concept of I get it off the like I'll get my knowledge off the streets where I also get blank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which was a great setup for a joke.
I said tools.
You said tools because it was just smart because it applied to like doing the job.
And mattress was the end result.
So I went with mattress,
which is good, better, funnier,
and kind of stolen from somebody.
The Oren Spiro story.
and then Harrison,
inspired by and then stolen from.
And then Harrison cleaned it up.
Yeah.
And you know who I kind of stole that joke from?
No.
You can't think of it? He's a guy who moved out, very good writer, mostly one-liners.
Greco?
No. I think
Phoenix?
I'm actually asking you to guess because I don't remember his name.
Oh, okay.
Shoestack?
Oh, yeah, okay.
So he has a joke I don't remember it exactly, but it was something in regards to like just like something about bed bugs, and then like, and to think of my luck, we just found that mattress under the bridge.
Yeah.
It was something
That's
like
a really
that.
he's a very good writer.
Very good writer. I can't even mimic how good.
Yeah.
One of those jokes that made me laugh so hard was you know when you go to a store and the clothes look so good on the mannequin, and then you take those clothes home and you put them on your mannequin, and
they never look as good as the clothes on your mannequin at home. Yeah.
Thank you for fixing
it.
Yeah.
He had some great fucking jokes.
Yeah, so that's where I kind of got it from. But yeah, and then Harrison cleaned it up, and that's what made that joke good. And then the other one is,
whatever. Okay. Well, I can't wait to watch this commercial of yours. Maybe we'll break it down. We'll do a 5-hour friendship hour.
Will I cry if they decide to not air it because it's garbage and they're like, we're not going to put it out because
after driving 2 hours outside of the city to go do this? And did you get half your paycheck yet?
I got half right when I signed the contract. Well, no, not right. A few days later, and then I get a quarter when it airs, and then a quarter when it's done airing, which makes no sense to anybody. You know what I mean?
When are they done airing this?
Like, why are you holding my money, the actor's money, until it's finished? Oh my God, there's gonna be so much of that going on right now.
What?
Just me breathing.
You're gonna. It's gonna be a 40-minute. Actually, we're almost at a normal amount of time for this podcast.
We're back together. It's not the sharpest.
It's not the sharpest, but also nothing really has like just because it's nicer outside and we feel better about being.
We also
in
recorded
person.
2 days ago, so that's
that's also true. We recorded 2 days ago or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And there's only so many things that can happen in someone's life.
Do you have anything else in that?
No, I don't. These are all just old bits. Like, hey, we should bring back ostracisms like they had in ancient Greece.
What is that? What is an ostracism? Oh, get the fuck out kind of thing?
Yeah. So in ancient Greece, they would write like a bunch of. They would use. I don't know why this was the method. They would write people's names inside of like clay pots.
Right. And
then they would break the pot and see how many times someone's name would come up. And if your name showed up the most, you would have to leave. You'd have to leave Greece.
Okay.
If 6,000 people put your name down, you'd have to leave Greece for I don't know if it was a year or 10 years.
You were exiled.
10 years. You'd have to leave Greece for 10 years.
You were exiled.
You were exiled for 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
That's like in Batman, The Dark Knight, when he's got to climb on when they make them cross the ice. You know what I mean? When they're guilty.
In which one?
One of the Batmans with the
Begins, maybe.
Yeah, with
Raoul al Ghul with Asian.
No,
Liam
it's
Neeson?
not. It's the second one with the guy who commits suicide. Not in the movie, but after the movie.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger.
Dark Knight, yeah.
Who murdered himself?
He's still wanted by police.
You know what bothers me so much about that is that everyone's like, "Oh, the role of the Joker made him kill himself." Like, no,
it's
depression.
Drugs. It was drugs
and fucked up shit made him kill himself.
Depression and a crippling.
It's so funny.
Addiction to prescription drugs.
Even Jack Nicholson was like, that role will fuck you up. Like, Jack, they chose you because you're fucked up. You understand?
Yeah.
That role didn't fuck you up. They chose you because you're so fucked up.
That child's story really fucked me up. That book that was written for children, it also has children's illustrations in it.
Some guy was at this is how Jack Nicholson was casted in the Joker, okay? Some producer was at a big party, a Hollywood party.
Okay.
And he went into a room and Jack Nicholson was there and his whole face was white because he was lying in a pile of cocaine. Okay. And he lifted his head out of the pile of cocaine and the producer was like, "Holy shit, you look just like the Joker." And then Jack Nicholson shot 4 people in that room and then just walked out a free man. And they're like, "That's definitely our Joker."
Is that part of that movie?
What movie?
That Batman movie?
No, that's how Jack Nicholson.
He didn't shoot 4 people in the movie.
No, he also wasn't found with with his head.
But I don't know. You're old. You know stuff I don't know.
I trusted you that whole story, and then it turns out to be fake.
Because I can't tell when you're riffing or not because you don't do it very well.
No, because I'm so good at it.
No, it's called lying. Yeah. You're good at lying. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about how. No, it's not funny. I was going to talk about how Twitter, how Twitter's making the comparison of Pepe Le Pew existing and
WAP, wet ass pussy,
and your wet ass pussy. Yeah, exactly.
Like all these like 50-year-olds who I'm friends with on Facebook being like, "This is okay. This is not okay. But this is okay.
How is this okay?
How is Pepe Le Pew not okay?
This is not okay.
Yeah.
How could a woman being attacked without consent?" And two women with consent doing whatever they want be the same thing.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's like so crazy. It doesn't make any sense. No one was saying that it wasn't appropriate for kids because they were bringing up sex. They said it wasn't appropriate because it just gives off this vibe as if you're just pushy enough, maybe you can make it happen. You know what I mean?
Which worked for years.
It still works. It still works and it will always work. But just, if someone's literally pushing you off of them, you still try.
What would be like the real life equivalent of painting your white stripe black to fit in?
Well, first of all, it was always the opposite. It was like
he has the white stripe.
He is a skunk.
He would paint it black.
The cat would usually accidentally get a stripe on her.
See, I didn't really. I skipped those episodes when I was a kid.
Usually what would happen is that the cat would accidentally get a stripe on her, and then he would think it was a skunk, and he'd be like, "I'm gonna fuck that." And then it was so unnerving because the cat would run for her life.
Yes.
Okay.
Fear in the eyes.
That like the like everything's turning really fast.
Of the
and
feet.
then it just disappears out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then Pepe Le Pew would just lightly bounce,
and somehow like fucking Freddy and Jason,
and somehow always
running after the camp
her.
kids,
exactly, and somehow always keeping up with her while he's just like and that it's such a great example of exactly what the patriarchy is a bunch of men just like calmly like doing whatever they want while women are running for their lives. Yeah, exactly, like running for their fucking lives.
Yeah.
I think like the whole thing is just be like, feel it out. You know what I mean? Like the whole point is that there's like tons of guys who are like, well, how do I ever even hit on a girl anymore? How do I even know how could I even? And you're like, dude, just feel it out, okay?
Yeah.
Like it's not like women are now afraid of you hitting on them. It's just feel it out.
Whatever you would yell with your at your boys when it's like 2 a.m. and you didn't get any pussy that night, maybe just keep that inside of you.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was watching just this.
Are we becoming
yes,
like an advice podcast for young men?
Hey, if you're a young man, contact Jason. He's really interested in you.
No,
he's interested in your body. He'd like to show you a train set in his attic.
Yes,
he'd like you to play with that train set.
I'm gonna set up a train set on my deck this summer,
and he'd like you to keep quiet.
No, I will. I'm gonna set up a weatherproof train set on my deck for this summer. I do have to build a fence, a higher fence between me and my neighbor because or else our dogs are going to tear each other apart. They fucking hate each other so much.
On your balcony?
Yeah, on the big deck. We got a small balcony. And
that's annoying because you have to screw that into your ceiling or something, right?
No, but there's a wood. There's 2x4s or whatever on the ground. We have to drill into that. But I have to build something that's like 6 to 7 feet high to make sure that the dogs don't fucking kill each other because the neighbor dog is a Jack Russell. Okay. And my dog's a pit bull, and that thing will become fucking lunch real quick.
Why? Your dog's going to jump over, you think?
My dog is just very agile.
I know.
It should not be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She could jump over the fence.
She could jump probably 4 or 5 feet right now.
Right now?
Right now. Get over here.
Right now. She just jumps into frame out of nowhere.
She's insane.
That's good.
So I have to build something with like a lattice fence, like those crisscross... Like so we can put some plants on it and then
you can't just put like
private.
a fucking rope
on the dog.
Yeah,
that's my dog outside right now. Yeah, you guys can hear that. Yeah, we could
actually
keep her chained
up
the whole summer. But it's
did I ever tell you what happened to my sister's dog?
No.
Oh, it's a fucking bad one.
I don't want to hear. Is this gonna end the episode?
It's a bad one
because that stopped.
That stopped. Okay, so what should we do?
Well, I think
no one's watching at this point.
You're right.
We're just
listening. Okay, we're just finished with audio only.
So my sister went out, left her dog in her backyard. They had her on a cord, and I guess
like a leash
on a leash, but like a big one. So like it was a big yard, you know. So like they left it on a leash so it could get around the yard. But there was a fence on one side of the yard, and she jumped the fence while they weren't home. But that cord was not long enough to reach the other side of that fence,
and just hung herself.
And when they came home, they just saw it reached over to the other side, and they're like, "Oh my God, please no!" And then their dog was just hanging, just like Dave Carradine with his dick in his hands.
No.
Yeah, how crazy!
My girlfriend's friend has a very similar story. As a puppy, she left her dog in the cage.
Yeah.
And the dog was trying to escape the cage, and the dog was very small with a collar on, and the cage was pretty big, and it got stuck at the top of the cage and hung itself in the cage. But yeah, that
idea, and it's always fucking drove me like to come back.
Take the collar off.
See your blue faced dog just like it's insane. You're like, I can't fuck you anymore. That was the best I had.
That's horrible. What are you talking about? I was mourning these two dogs internally,
I was trying to get out of there. I wanted to.
Let's make it sexual.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh fuck those dogs.
No. You're not invited anymore this summer. We're gonna have you for a barbecue. I was gonna make you pizza.
Where at your
just
place?
In the oven, yeah.
Just in the oven.
Like a regular pizza.
Right. Okay. You making pizzas these days?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Yeah. My girlfriend's been making the dough. I do the other stuff.
You get some yeast.
She has her own. She does like half bread flour, half pizza flour. Or some
no
shit.
Yeast?
I forget. Maybe some yeast. Yeah.
Grab some yeast from your pussy.
No, she's definitely got some yeast from my pussy. I just don't know the yeast. She's got a
Jason,
special
come
thing.
here. I need a sample. I need to make some more sourdough. Give me your fucking. I need a starter kit.
100%. I have a very active cultivation in my ass right now.
Yeah, we know it.
And
don't you know it?
But I made a buffalo chicken pizza this past weekend because it's something that like I ate a lot when I was in the States. You know, like there was this one place that closed down. I went to look it up to see if I could find the recipe from the place, but they closed down. And in the news article, because it was like an institution for like 40 years, that's like it was right next to Dartmouth, like that Ivy League, Dartmouth University.
Yes.
Yes,
I went there.
And in the news article, it was like the owners didn't give a reason for closing down, but a lot of people are wondering if it wasn't the opening of the new Domino's
right next to it, and their
famous
imagine buffalo chicken pizza.
Imagine like being open for 40 years and you fucking lose it all because Domino's opened up shop next door.
That means you're not good.
Exactly.
Really, that just says you're not very good.
Anyway, so I made this pizza. It's pretty good. Instead of tomato sauce, you put basically a Frank's type buffalo sauce with chicken, mozzarella, and then you got a blue cheese dip. Okay. Fantastic.
What do you do with the chicken? How you made chicken?
I marinated chicken and then cooked it in more Frank's Red Hot.
Just Frank's Red Hot.
Dude, I will never do that again. The Frank's base is enough. You don't need to marinate it in more Frank's. I shat my pants and my girlfriend was sick as well, just from so much Frank's.
I make really good like fried chicken, like breasts.
Fried chicken. Like I can
schnitzel kind of thing. And
what's a schnitzel?
Schnitzel is like it's usually breast fried chicken. I
like a thigh.
So I'll take the breast and I mallet it.
Okay, I don't want to mallet shit.
And get it relatively thin, and then I do the flour. Like almost half of it is hot pepper, you know, crushed hot pepper.
Okay.
And then in the egg that I use for the breading, half of it is Frank's, and that gets this beautiful kick on it. Like so your flour is like flour, tons of onion powder, tons of garlic powder, and then tons of fucking hot pepper flakes.
Yeah. I've been using a lot of white pepper, black pepper. And
mixing it up, I like that.
Yeah.
Good. That's
harmony.
That's the kind of world I want to live in.
And the Korean pepper flakes, gochugaru.
Oh, I should get some of those. I don't know about that.
But it go like how like spices just don't go bad. Like there's no expiration date on any spice. This is the only spice I've ever seen that's like you got to use it by the summer or else you're fucked.
Or else it's gonna turn.
And it's like they only sell it by the liter. I didn't hear what you said, but yeah.
I said it's gonna turn into the ghost from Spirited Away.
Exactly.
Like you gotta be careful. All right.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy we ended this episode on the recipe hour.
Yeah, that's good. I could do a little song. I was gonna hold me like your father's penis.
No.
Close to your body.
Is that Michael? Is that the Free Willy song?
Don't tell your friends. Keep it to yourself.
Free Dad's Willy.
Hold me.
Yeah.
Like your father's
I've had that Red Hot Chili Peppers in my head this entire time, which is why this podcast has been shit. In my head, every time there's a lull between us talking, it's just I
hate that shit.
Hate that shit. Oh, you gotta hate that. All right. I'm glad this is not on video. We both look like we just had a stroke.
Fuck everybody, but I love
you
everyone
all.
who exactly. And thank you for coming, Jason.
Yeah, this is nice. I feel like we both this episode, like there wasn't that much awkwardness, but like our inability to be a person is like parent teacher day, like at the autism school. You know what I mean? Like this was very much. I agree.
This felt like a little bit of an excuse for us to just drink beers together and hang out a little bit.
Hell yeah!
But thank you for listening, and
I just toasted my beer at the camera. That's not on anymore.
And that's why we have to go. All right.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.